There are 5 cities in Germany that are extremely affordable for students, and not many people know about them. You might have seen the ridiculous cost of living in some of the major cities in Germany, and most of the students simply cannot afford that. But not all cities are expensive. So in this video, I'll present you the 5 cheapest cities in Germany that also have good universities. So number 5 is Leipzig. At the moment, Leipzig is considered one of the most popular university cities in Germany. It's a city in the eastern German state of Saxony. Because it has a big cultural scene, convenient public transportation and affordable cost of living, 40,000 young people chose this city every year for their university studies. First, there is the University of Leipzig, one of the oldest universities in Germany. The university offers a wide range of degree programs and it's really attractive even for international students. And at the private IU International University and the British Lancaster University Leipzig, you even have the opportunity to study internationally in English and also get your degree digitally. There are also a couple of other private universities in the city. So living in Leipzig and Saxony in general is quite affordable compared to other regions in Germany. What I've heard from students actually living there, the city is very attractive for people from a financial perspective alone. Food prices are surprisingly low in relation to comparable big cities. The cost of accommodation of course varies depending on where and how you want to live, but if you're lucky, and I've texted with someone who actually pulled this off, you can get a place in a student accommodation facility for as little as 140 euros. And that's absolutely incredible. My personal grocery bill is 200 euros per month, so being able to have a rent that low is absolutely crazy. Usually you will pay between 180 and 490 euros per month for rent in a student hall of residence run by the Studentenwerk. If you want private accommodation, so renting an apartment on your own, you will pay about 500 euros per month. In Leipzig you will have a nice nightlife, there is a big student community. It's a big German city, so you will basically get everything you need. So as you can see, even in big German cities, you can have a very low cost of living and have a good student life at the same time. So the fourth most affordable German city for students is Gießen. You might have never heard of the city so far, and to be honest, even as a German, I didn't know about the city. It's located in the German state of Hessen, right here. But after looking into it more and contacting students from the university there, it quickly became clear to me that this one is a real gem. Apparently, the city of Gießen is the #1 in Germany when it comes to student density. Nowhere else in Germany do students make up such a high proportion of the total city population. There are 90,000 people living in this medium-sized city, and around 45,000 people are students with people from more than 100 nations. It's crazy. So that means every second person you see on the street is a student. And when you look at education in Gießen, you have the Justus Liebig University with its historic buildings as a campus. And this one is over 100 years old and it's part of the German University Excellence Initiative. It has a huge selection of degree programs from the classical, natural sciences to law and economics, social and educational sciences to linguistics and cultural studies. JLU is one of the few universities in Germany where almost all subjects are offered. There is also the Technische Hochschule Mittelhessen THM. At that university, you will mainly find students from the engineering sciences. When it comes to the cost of living and rent, I heard that a student apartment is easy to find because there are a lot of programs for student housing that makes it possible. Since 50% of the population are students, the city takes good care of them. So depending on the location, type of accommodation and facilities, you will pay between 160 and 450 euros per month. This is more than 50% cheaper compared to the most expensive city in Germany, Munich. So number 3 on the list is a city in the east of Germany. I'm talking about Dresden, and it's one of the most affordable German cities. I was able to visit the city myself a couple of years ago for an open-air film festival, and it was really beautiful. Nice architecture and city vibes. Around 42,000 people study in Dresden and attend one of the 18 educational institutions. You have the option to go to universities of applied sciences, colleges of art and music, and classic universities. More than half of the students there go for the internationally recognized Technical University Dresden with around 31,000 students. And this one has been one of the 11 universities in Germany that were named the University of Excellence. And despite its name Technical University and its scientific focus, the university offers the entire range of subjects as a full university. Most students are enrolled in engineering degrees. And by the way, engineering degrees also include computer science. And the city has a lot to offer. Not only can you live here extremely cheaply, which I will get to in just a second, but you can also get a good taste of art and culture. In Dresden, you have the opportunity to visit a bunch of theaters, museums, cinemas, and music events of all kinds. The colorful nightlife is also very popular in Germany, especially for students. With an average student rent of 280 euros per month, you will have a lot of financial stability. And from what I've heard, the housing market for students in Dresden is pretty relaxed. You can either look at the 37 halls of residence run by the Studentenwerk, the student union, to see if there's suitable accommodation for you. Or you can look for suitable accommodation in the open housing market, which is also pretty chill. So the next German city that is really affordable for students, it has a special feature: beaches. I know Germany is not necessarily known for its beaches and sea life, but the city of Kiel in the north of Germany is a very special university city. Let me tell you why. Now, Kiel only has 4 universities, but you will find a wide range of degree programs here. The largest institution is the Christian Albrechts Universität zu Kiel, CAU, with almost 28,000 students. The subjects with the most students in the city of Kiel are law, economics, and social sciences. When I looked at Kiel, what I found quite funny is that the Kiel University of Applied Sciences has its own beach. From the campus, you can get there in a few minutes by bike or bus. You know, to chill out and watch the sunset with your fellow students after a stressful day at university. Regardless of which university you choose, the nearest ocean is always only a couple of minutes away. So water sports like sailing and windsurfing are really popular. Students often take part in events like sailing races, which is really cool if you think about it. In general, the quality of life is very high in Kiel, and this is one of the reasons why 15,000 people move here every year and over 300,000 hotel guests come to visit. Kiel is a popular tourist destination, but not many people know that it's also great for students. Kiel is a middle-sized city, so it's quite manageable with short distances and a familiar vibe in everyday life. And when it comes to the cost of living and rent, it's one of the most affordable places in Germany. Eating out, groceries and activities are pretty cheap. Apartments in student halls in Kiel start at around 170 euros per month and go up to 400 euros. Having such low rent is a big relief for students because most of the time this is the largest monthly expense for us. So you're probably wondering what the current cheapest city in Germany for student is. And let me tell you, the university that is located in a particular city is also extremely good and well known in Germany. I'm talking about Chemnitz. It's a city in the southwest of Saxony, and it's the third largest city after Leipzig and Dresden, and the cost of living is by far the lowest in all of Germany. At the moment, the average price for a student apartment is 260 euros, which is ridiculously low compared to the most expensive city in Germany. You will pay between 165 and 300 euros per month for student accommodation in Chemnitz. In comparison, the average cost of a shared apartment is 750 euros in Munich. And as someone who is living in Munich, I can confirm this. It's just crazy here. So in Chemnitz, even though it's the cheapest city in Germany, you will have everything you need as a student. It's a well-known university city, many students live in Chemnitz. As a result, the proportion of young people is higher and you will feel at home between the campus, city parks and parties. Chemnitz University of Technology is a prominent research university and it's the only university in the city. Right now, around 10,000 students study there in a wide range of subjects. And what I found quite funny was the density of pubs in Chemnitz. There are 6.4 pubs per 100 students. There's nothing to complain about here. So if you want to study in Germany with a very low cost, you might want to really consider one of the 5 cities. You absolutely don't have to live in Munich or Berlin to get good education and a student life. Don't forget to download the free Studying in Germany guidebook in the video description and join our huge Discord community. Love you and stay focused.